Okay, today we have a display case. This was a display case sitting in the hallway, half finished, because as you can see in the diagram, there's a glass top. I'm guessing that the glass top was broken in the pieces, may have been discarded. This is my trailer. I picked up a 4 foot by 8 foot sheet of plywood, and I'm gonna rip off 68 inch and 3/4 board and then cut it to size. This is me measuring the 2 3/8. It's just the size of the plate for the DeWalt saw that you see there. I push back off that line, that distance, put in a wooden board. It was a 2x4, but I had to switch to a shorter board that was long enough that I can run the plate up against, because of that tab there that you can see hanging over the side would bump into any 2x4, and I still had to raise the blade up so it would miss the stick that I used, the 1x2 or that you can see here, and I took the exhaust port off. Now with that cut, which I didn't get on video, you can see the tracks there and the hardware to go into the tracks. I sanded it and put it on the case rough out to see if it would fit, and for the most part it did. There were little gaps, but luckily the screws were able to pull the sides in together, and I didn't need to use a router on the lead edge and cut off pieces and have chunks of that plywood just flying everywhere. As you can see there, it's just layers of wood. So I just was able to put screws in those little holes right there. It did wedge the plywood out a little bit, but not too much, so we're good to go. That box right there is where the glass is. It sits on those little metal things that fit into those slots right there. Luckily, I used 2 wooden strips of wood right there that you can see. Didn't get the painting on film, but white to reflect off the light. That's a light strip from Lowe's, standard plug-in, no fancy. It does have a remote, but no RGB nonsense. I used a regular staple to get the light in there because the Christmas light staple was a bit weird. This is what it looks like with the glass in. This is what it looks like lit up. The brackets were a bit in the way. I did get too close with the lights, but it fits. It plugs in. The display case is ready to be used, and you just got a little cord sticking out the side, and let's see if anybody's going to use it. Yeah.